tiefo benya bi akan wo ho de kasebo ni mu akotene bi
administrator for ya you know sir onkoda district assembly common fund no yera Harry Yamson wa shebo bra okopie mu e wo vetting committee anim ese brano ne bresemu no one asoye ohwe nkrasem mu ni mpunti so be ka bum na sa sika no omo de akontententem.
I will act upon the final instruction that comes from this house. So I will present the policy objectives.
Yasheshe emra foforo ya yede akwakoto mrahye bedwa anim sebe ya yebebra wo mo a etufan gudie e wo yenkwaye a yede ato ho no emu. Sanso no Fenso South mrahye bedwa ni honorable Isaac Opoku ede atodwa esa konmasika ya aban ede ho nsem betodwa na wotwetwa mu no wo kiremu a aban eyi 15 billion Ghana cedis wo de kokwa adwuma asoye no chese sika no esu akra.
Ntentimi hu say 1.5 say 924 no afi ne bakoye appropriation and e be hu exactly what has been allocated.
Na yene nimdifo a wabe basika semu tutuyemu eba banking sensemu a wabe wo mu pa Dr. Richmond etu ya hene yene no behwehwe nkomo efa treasury bill said the rate no eteba form na Ghana ban eye ne de ne ho ete no nanso Bank of Ghana wo mu esu yene no bebo awura sa enkomo no emu edom kuma won ma shebedwa fie so akasa ede atia kane amradoa na oda Bank of Ghana ano na wo mo eko to share ni fie so eye national security empanyufo wa makasetia.
This Rambo style approach massive. This is the first time in the history of our country that a governor of a central bank is being subjected to such treatment.
Kane swafo abedi akira no hwe enwumasua so Reverend John Ntimfo Jode atodwa so MPP pen so mpuntunwuma hodo pi wo nwumasua mu a wo ehye ase a wo mutimi ewieye na enwumre ya na NPP amayoko no wo de krata aba bonten se wo mo ede asotwe a emu oden na esefata ma honorable Sarah Adwa Safokan dom kwabenya mrahye bedwane we ne sankan hodo enanwumre yi yabobo ni nyina no esinkonwa edebesomo
na MTN we take for you everywhere you go. Ghana fan nyina wate ho no aboso Oson's chemist and the Oson's garlic capsules immune system benya hoɔden akwati anyarewa high sense Ghana home appliances ya papa DCS fie no office nyina e ho na yeto free Dolphin roofing system na boda so wesi dan na wi afa so bo no kwahye ne nse obebo so kama budget cash and carry brew jeans energy drink you 20 years still counting. Raoul's Pharmaceuticals High Lady Virgin Mister abeboa maase obe fitiri komu hawo ebeyi eba emaye no so ebetu ase Pepsodent wa hoden soronko a wutu osi anopa wo bambo utu na nyimre nso a wo bambo saa sedumeko ya dawroma amansan ti ame kwabena mafo ena
gaganton lady ohene wa kasebo ohene na afi
Mame biama kwafo Africa sebo no nsem ene administrator ya ono ene da district assembly common fund ano ono na mampanyi aboni din to okopie mu e vetting committee enim ene da yera Michael Harry Yamson na ode atudwa se obehwe se brano messi na fikropo assembly no wo monsa ebeka wo musika wo de bebo empesua no ho ebra na wo hyebo ese obehwe se bibia mu beda ho fine na bibia nso so etimi akoyi ne kwan so say die this assembly common fund no womanam abefo kwan so e na eba abeye no enti se mu beda ho de awia bebom ankasa pa
has existed since 1994. In my short time at the fund, one of the things that I believe will help us is to improve our own technological capacity, to help us better understand how we're spending, the effectiveness of how we're spending, and the impactfulness of the money that we spend. I also feel that it is important that we make our information more publicly available. First of all, to enable the district assemblies themselves to also fulfill their mandate of the annual town halls. If we make our information available to all members of the public, then the assemblies can also go back and hold their town halls and then explain what benefits citizens can expect from the transfers that they receive from the fund. So I think these two steps will help quite a bit.
Enti ebra yira yamsen eti adwamna empanyimfo e wo two question no mane no ha benkum no asom na wensu ato ama ne nifa no asom no ena wo mu ebisa ne se mampanyi John Dramani Mahama eba no ka se ehye bompo se this assembly common fund obe se emu o hamabu pen aduowotwe de wo be ode bema kropo na fe mensin assembly no na no betimi ayiye sa ena yira Harry Yamsen jeso ebetimi ayiye pa ye betimi mampanyi ne bosha o hye na aye adwuma na emumu no was say Messi na fe kropon assembly no so wo mo esam wo mani fifre eya adwumaden se be ya wo mo ankasa betimi enye sika wo mo akache e de agu wo mo afutu mo.
The objective as stated by the President through the Finance Minister at this point in time remains the policy objective of the executive. My task is to prepare a formula, to propose it to the Parliament of Ghana. And the Parliament of Ghana will have every right to accept it, to amend it, or reject it. I will act upon the final instruction that comes from this House. So I will present the policy objectives of the President, and I will leave it to your good selves to advise me on how to make amendments so that the final formula respects the policy objectives, but also addresses any concerns or advice that this House may have. I am aware we do require of members of Parliament a monitoring role, and so it will be very important to respect what your thoughts are also on how these things might be effective.
Ne kwakra mo no na wo mu bisa ne sesa district road improvement program drip ya bandada no ede no wadwene ye wo sen e wo ho na ho na yira Michael Harry Yamsen editor dwaso drip no de eya de papa na samo beka ya kane mampanyi Jonaji kufo na penso wo mu de bi ba saa wo mu say bisa ne bi o senti wan kasa during assembly common for administrator ye do kwa kotua no adwuma obetimi ayeni no si oh media ma ben papa na bibie ni hono mu a efa Messi na fe kropo assembly humpuntuo ne hontoto ya memmenye ewo mu.
That fresh blood is good for every organization. I have tremendous experience. I've managed budgets 3 times the size of this fund and done so successfully. I have a wonderful team at the DACF. The ministry, my brother, the minister, assures me of his support. And so I'm extremely confident that in addition to all of this, with the guidance of the House, there is no way I will fail the DACF. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
For any out ye opinion aboni din say this assembly common fund as you know or no and enkoda no say administrator yera Michael Harry Yamsen bra okopie mu e vetting committee and Emmanuel Akoli and William Gentu ne buansemi anobai.
Empanifo na ka wasam se wiase mu ye yutibone na wankasa ho ye bewie na wani makwa den se wobi anantu dom kuma wo my Ghana mra shebedefie ne wo kasa kire se they no happy too much kra den ya wo mu kirem se MPP aban ya etwe mu ko ye appointees no kire se ade ade se nyina beda be hwade no na wanya ne ntie se national security for wo mu fie mu wo mu aborem e wo honom na dom kuma ba ne dani wo my Ghana mra shebedefie Alexander Kwame na penyo mark no wode to dwabra wo friends and chofon shemu wasefo frokra Ghana for afeni yete ho asem eye kane peni kwankyerɛ for Bank of Ghana na wabia no Dr. Ernest Addison ebeto dwase de fie en ye omokɔ ne CCTV cameras no wo mu di ka dwere Ghana National Security Force kɔ ne de na Richard Japa ene de mu ensem adom kuma ba ne dani wade atodwane.
This Rambo style approach massive. This is the first time in the history of our country that a governor of a central bank is being subjected to such a treatment. Very traumatizing. In fact, at the end of their raid, they could not find anything. Unfortunately for the governor, some 10,000 cedis on his bed could not be found. So some of these hungry party foot soldiers that they use, who parade themselves as national security operatives, after all, perhaps not even being paid, and they use this opportunity to steal. The governor's wife's earrings and necklaces were also not traced. They couldn't be found. In other words, those operatives stole these earrings and necklaces. Ghana is a mature democracy and we should do better. 3 cars, official vehicles of the governor were also taken away, only to be informed later that they've been parked somewhere, so he should send his drivers to go. Around 4:30, call came from this same Richard Japa.
Ani ayekotie wano ye dom kuma ba no dani wo my Ghana mra hye bedefie Alexander Kwame na apanyoma kene nsem eno no na wode afoto bi e kwa ma Ghana mampani ensem ne nie.
Like we indicated earlier, our country has no room for lawlessness. These actions undermine democracy and weighing down investor confidence. If you have people investing in your country and they see these things happening to appointees, obviously it will lead to capital flight. Even the citizens of Ghana will not feel safe. They will withdraw from the financial sector. They will not keep their money here, and that would affect government and the growth of our economy. We call on government to quickly bring a stop to these dastardly acts. These acts of intimidation and terror are relics of the past. They have no place in our democracy. Soon it could lead to some self-protection mechanisms from citizens and people whose lives and property feel threatened. We are a nation of laws. Even legitimate investigations or inquiries should be done in accordance with the law. We are not against accountability, but we are against human rights abuses and lawless conduct and excesses of the security operatives of the state.
Dom kuma ba no dani wo my Ghana mra hye bedefie Alexander Kwame na apanyoma kene nsem eno no Emmanuel Akole na afa William Gentu ene de sansem we bedan yen.
Na women yakwa maboya abande boye ewo 2025 budget no na womo to adwene wo ho wo mrase bedefie na wana minority ranking member committee on food and agriculture wasaya mrase bedeni ma de se wo Finso South Honorable Isaac Opoku Pejanensa and what say Mr. Speaker budget team hu ade bi wo mu a me hu adwene me say Sawusha budget ya sikasam so afo beka ye no a o se akuaduma ye agriculture no sika wo mu tama akuafo no ye po 1.5 billion wo mu nyina home kura so we de mu ede afa krata no beto wo mu anim no wo mu kan appendix ya so kan appendix 1 appendix 2 appendix 3 ya eho womu kose ya say 924 million enti 1.5 billion wa waka ya womu bo nsem no appendix wonya sanete
enso ni kura unse agrek de eno ne kura oman da bia ya kan eno ne the backbone of Ghana's economy bibia ye bia revolve around agriculture enti se oye bibi na wa ma wani anko agrek no homa oniema nyina be basa na hwe budget ya year 2025 year and paragraph 390 no omo allocate 1.5 billion na no yentumi hu say no ye de ma agriculture if it says oko appendix also so a 924 per en show million enru 1 billion kra ntentimi hu say 1.5 say 924 no afeni evakoye appropriation and e be hu exactly what has been allocated by emfa parliament no kra say basa 1.5 kra enna omu ediama agriculture isakra
na enwati no wataso 2024 budget ni say MPP for de no na mu da ho pa wo mu atiche mu kakra nti wo fa bia wo hu ensase de wo ho machines ya ede be ya adwuma de wo ho planting materials wo mu bu akonta kama ba we de ande eye prekesen wo mu nkwate a yesi na koko Saturday MPP aban ya gunukura and what say bosia wo mu buru wo koko seta no enya so wo mu di yo wo mu di ye koko rehabilitation koko ni bi wo ho no mu a anonom akate emua watuntumi age ho no mu aboso enti wo mu di bi spray ni nyina
also roll over 500,000 metric tons if it's only say on be produce 2.2 million They ended up producing 1.62. The Omo rolled over 500,000 metric tons. Esi afibia, and Tianya Dibia Emma. And I'm a bar, cocoa board, a car, ye dear no. No cre, say cocoa board, ye the car. Nanso so, a senka by no magana for whom say, a canwa abedahono, a dear na cocoa board at the year. Sabi, corruption be womb, and also be a bibia emfatana. Omoko J says he can be AFDB loan. So de air control, Yadiana Efreno, Sasabrono, CSS video. No. If it's a sign and I make cano me debate in a mono. Say I'm sure yeah, a dear bakwa, a bit me a good cocoa industry, no, and yes smuggling. Enye pricing, enye illegal mining. Nina a hard drink dear. Nanso near a hard drink can see a pa cocoa sasabrono, cocoa solution virus disease.
Cocoa sasabro. The ate say okase yamra sebeteni a witinama this year war offenso south. Osaya minority ranking member, Committee on Food and Agriculture. Honorable Isaac Opoku, Yenya Emmanuel Akole, and William Ginty.
Yeda so ewo mrashe bedwafie Environmental Protection Mining in Forest Reserves Amendment Regulation 2025 one more edi akwakoto mrashe bedwa enim enne ya Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim oswafo ne hwenkrase memuni mpuntuo na nanom ahemfo nsam ne asoma hodo edwumadie na ogina oswafo hwe atena ye abodie mu nyansapani abefo kwantepo efa so edi dwuma osi na nemu edesa emrei ekoto mrashe bedwa enim na sa mrei botayenti a womode ekopie mrashe bedwa enim nyina ne se womo ebe hyehyɛ sebeya ebebra fangudie tuo ewo yenkwa yebretu ahodo mu a yegya to wose yedija enchirima na nso nipa bi efa sabu akwan so ekyehye mra ema enei omanfo atiasimu a womo etu fangudie a womo nhwe benkum enhwe nifa eti wode sa mra foforo eba bebra sa emra dada no.
This is an issue that even civil society organizations have been calling on us to make sure that we help protect the environment. We as a house were highly concerned when the matter came out that this particular house went ahead to pass that law. We were under serious critique by the public. And as legislators, when we are here making laws, regulatory impact assessment shows that you must open the window to see the impact of the laws you are passing here on the people. If Ghanaians are saying that the law that we pass here is negatively impacting on our forests, that we see the crime of the Honorable Minister for Lands and Forestry, Honorable Amako Fibua, that 44 of the 44 forest reserves that we have, even 9 of them were almost gone. So I think we wouldn't want it to be said that it's because of, excuse me, the contribution of this house, the law that we passed. That's why our forest reserves are all going. We always take part in the tree planting exercise. The Green Ghana Day, we all take part. But you cannot be passing law for destruction of forests and taking part in tree planting. So I think the revocation will go a long way to help the image of this house.
Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim Yao yaswa for him krasia memo ene mpuntio so ahensam ho dwumedie enafe asoma ho droso so edwumedie nene ena woti ye na wo wieye na first deputy speaker Honorable Bernard Ahiafo ono ena ene otena dwam saa ela yi a wo mde akoto na hyebedwa anime no wodane edema committee on subsidiary legislation ena committee on lands and natural resources so wo munhwemu na wo mebo efie no amane.
Protecting mining in forest reserves amendment regulation 2025 is duly laid and it is referred to the subsidiary legislation committee for consideration and report.
We Honorable Bernard Ahiafo ya first deputy speaker of parliament na enwumre ya ye wura ye efidua yi mu edekasebo ya bramo na yensaka krata bi ya krata ne free New Patriotic Party amayuko no womo abankasie emu headquarters na asemi nyina ene se enche ye ene womo di ka de krata edikan ba ye se womo ebra ekoma bia se party asem a wose etimi tena party emu esinkonwa eka no mo mfa nkonkotena radio ni TV so mo mfa nkomansantwefo mo entwe na basane sre na mo ehwe se wombema womo akapa fie se beya wo mde ye ebetu ye na wo mde sakrata ne ba ni ayukura en wo mte se honorable Sarah Adwa Safo wakotena ye plus another pulse show eso e Joy News e match se okeka nsema hodo bi efa party no ho any party emma ho ya eno eda di pefe se na montuo ne nsemo a party ne betu edwa no wa mu party no kura wo say saa akwankyere we ya party no ede baye no ante Adwa Safo wonimpa wonimafo a na wo hwe emma ne mema mofra na system bambo ho nsam so e wo nanu yi ahye ne nsam e na hwehwe ya party no ede abetu dwa no wabu so ne senti no party ne kyerɛ so wo mu age na wo mu constitution eso na wo matwena se twedede akwakopie mu ewo National Disciplinary Committee anim ese omra na omeyi ne ho ano krata yi General Secretary ya oda NPP amayoko no ano Justin Kodua Frempong ena ne nsa ehase
enra na ekuada march bosom ne de toso dunkron wa fi mu na nsema kese mienu na si wo my Ghana ne nchoso ne nchasemu ne ati wo krom ha ne sem abrantie ba kwa wo ye nsentro for the record wo no ye ewo social media so ye friend okatachie free fa mensa enra se ne wode ni akyem wo game patch se ne pepe twato ena na abrantie ne wo chro wie ya wodan ho se wo kofie pe ena national security mrantie wo mu kura no mu twitwe enti enra say social media so te hɔ ma behunu and free mensa now free him now wo mu tworo say ya bebre na ye nya ne ntia sa abrantie no blue gate ya ye national security for dia honom ena nka enra no wobebia enso MPP amanyo company for bi ete say nana bi nom ena afeso wono ankasa na damfo Kwame Apia Kubi Mr Speaker nom ne call ya wo mbu ama abrantie yetimi gya no wo ye no asi enkyenya kan ipani kwankyerefo ya na wada Bank of Ghana no ano Dr. Ernest Addison woni say de ensam no credit card bobi mamotie dada sania na national security mrantie no ne fie honom wo mu jojo ebusuafo no na no ena abeto dwasem panifo hyase ya wo kyerɛ wadwene ade afa ho sɛ MPP nipa woto wo bo ase somoye appointees no ye di wo mu ani ankasa na wo manfo bɛka ne wo mu ahyɛ ne so am February bosom ne de toso du ba ko wa fi mu ni ayetu anamo pa ko ne fie eye kane wo soafo ya ne wo show my Ghana sika samso Ken Oforiata ni awodi animu eye Richard Japa wani abene power bambo mu nsɛm akyerɛ wadwene sɛ wase eba ne sa enkoye nti wo mu gusu a wo kasetia ene wo soafo abedi akyerɛ my Ghana wo hwe atenten ye ho nsɛm so Dr. Justice Remsai akasa and wo kyerɛ sa watete wo montene so ya amanfo kasa an ni national security for ye kra no ene tiamra ena fa isi na oseda bio enya dia national security mpeni for be hwade si gina ye bia wo mo pe ade bia wo be hyase se wo mo ye no na eye Ghana mra batan ye ebu echidom wontimi hwade keke nkasa se bio wode ne pe eye ade wo se ansa na wo be kokra no na enkrata ebu echidom yentie ensama justice wode atodwa na wa kyerɛkyerɛ mu ade akyerɛ Ghana for
concerns are on two sides. There are a group of people who believe that the AG is actually being slow, and there's another group of people who are of the view that the AG is being aggressive. I mean, last night there were some searches conducted in some homes, and the views are divided. But I would like to assure the public that we are, as much as we can, pursuing persons who are believed or are suspected to have looted, state assets, being money or other properties. We are committed, and work is going on day and night for that to be done. Most importantly, we are also doing so within the framework of rule of law, because as you may know, there have been instances in the past where persons who are suspected have been treated, have been arrested in manners that don't comply with the rule of law, where violation of human rights and other laws have been broken just because people are suspected. We've also witnessed instances where people have been put on trial for years without any evidence and without any conviction, without any trial, and they wake up, go to court, and they are just spending money on lawyers. We are determined, and when I say we, I mean my boss, the Attorney General. He is of the view, his policy is that he will not put anyone before any court without having sufficient evidence to prosecute the person.
Ania yokotie wano eye wosoafo abedi akire ya wo hwe atenten ye ho nsam so wo man Ghana mu Dr. Justice Remsai ti wa kyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ gina yesie bia wo si bia no ya na emra no ebo akidom
na Emra Sebetania with Nama Desia war Asen South. Honorable Reverend John in Tim Fojo and Orifitue. What I send this ya buying a bo MPP Subua say. Sika bebreba wonya wamfa mbobrebia and walk tresu muboa. Nebano infrastructure say here education side here. Womu ye project papa. One say no ye deputy minister of education. A jampani say the ordene krama no yi ne chachre maso aboa. Enti wanu di onimpa. Project ya womu inheriti ye NDC abenfra kunya so wojato honom no. Womu ye womu ankasa de kura womu ye ni nyina ka ho. Enti anya se kura womu fra kunya so. Na project ya educational sector nko ma finish here. Best 1,001 womu ye bi pa.
Mr. Speaker, but having said this, I have my respected colleagues, Honorable Collins Dowda and Honorable Haruna Idrisu, trying to create the impression that the S1 government, the Kufaldo-led government, abandoned projects they inherited from their previous government. Mr. Speaker, it is virtually inaccurate. In the education sector alone, this government has many projects that we inherited in the education sector alone. Between 2017, just 2017 and 2023, we completed 1,001 old projects that were left by previous administration, including E-Blocks, Mr. Speaker. E-Blocks, NDC, who started it in their 8 years, could complete only 24. We came and completed 31. We came and completed 31. Now they have the opportunity. Whatever else that is left, let them timeously complete it and let them be minded that any other projects at various stages of completion, no excuse, they must allocate funding to it and complete it.
Na enuati ena Reverend John in Tim Ford watching say adeɛ baako a ɛyɛ ne yakora ne sɛ wokɔ asogyafoɔ no mu a ɛsɛ sɛ enkapani a yɛbɛyi no a ɔbɛda asogyafoɔ ano no ɔyɛ obi a wɔyɛ senior sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a juniors ne bɛtumi atwa ne kurusɛn wedi ankɔba saa ɛne yakɔfa junior ne yɛpagya no enti ɛba saa seniors ne nyinaa ntumi ntwa nipa koro kurusɛn nti ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn mu nyinaa kɔ fie.
Mr. Speaker, my initial estimation and regression analysis I have run indicates that the financial implication associated with this decision alone, if we had given same to the Ghana Armed Forces to build housing units, they could have built 200 housing units for the men and women in uniform. Mr. Speaker, today, when you visit our prisons, they need help. You visit our fire service stations, they need help. You visit our immigration facilities, they need help. You visit the headquarters of the Ghana Police Service, they need help. Now, at the time when we're supposed to be allocating, pushing priority allocation to these critical sectors to ensure the public safety of our citizens, consistent with the investment we have put in the medium term, which investment translated to Ghana consistently in 2023, 2024, and even 2025, as per Global Peace Index and Altiza Organization and many notable organizations, having ranked Ghana as the second most peaceful country in Africa in terms of crime rate, and even globally, having ranked Ghana more favorably ahead of Australia and Canada.
Dear Yati say Okase ye Asen South Mrasebeteni, Honorable Reverend John in Tim Photo, Yenya William Gentini Emmanuel Akoli.
abusianfo yɛnto akase bono ɛso Ghana yɛn treasury bill rate no say ate aba form ama ɛka aban ɛbɔ bebre bra wɔkɔpɛ bosia ho no ate aba form kra na saa die ya bɛyi ɛna Bank of Ghana so ɛde kokɔbɔ abasa ahwɛ yi a yɛn sidi na ho ɔden no ɛbɛte aba form na saa nsɛm nyina Dr. Kesela Toforsen ɛna ɔde ɛkɔto dwa bra emfiempi mienu ɛne aduonu num sika aban ɛde bɔ man ho bra no ɔde ho nsɛm ɛbɛto edwa na wɔkyerɛ sɛ saa na montuo yi a aban atuo no anasɛ nea abai no echina egina anamontuo ahodo pii aban atu so a sesei ɛde ɛmoa bebre ɛba bɛsue wɔ mayi ɛso na yɛkɔ ahoma so na yɛne banking and financial expert Dr. Richmond Tuahene yɛne no atwetwe nkɔmɔ kakra Dr. Tuahene anwumre yɛmo adwo ɛba Peace FM kase boyi so
Majo
Yo, asumdwe nka won so.
Enka won so.
Dog, yemi sai. Edie ne die na yetete free mu yede bi keka ho yede bi bo ho a enam so ama T-bill rates no say eba form. Hello doc. Hello doctor. Hey, emsa homano ahomano ate atwon mu kakra nti yesa hwe na yabo ehomodeni ensa aka Dr. Richmond etua hene na doc yesa mo akwa ba be emsa ahomano ati twon mu. Hello doc.
Hello.
Aha. Edase ahomano eye bibibi etina ye nto wonka.
Yo, me that's it.
Yo, na me bisa se edie ne die e no manyi ye de toto ho edie ne ye no soronko ye ntina ama treasury bill rate no say eba form. Abusianfo ya homa no enim wayen dog tom na fe yese ye de no kasa na chese asanso atie twom eti eguso epuso ebrese fatamo ye nyano a ye no ebedisa enkomo yi.
Ani wasofo ya na wo hwe bambo mu nsem wo my Ghana mu wasanso ya mrashe bedwani ya wogina hode ma adehia wo mu ewo bimbila abato empesua so Dominic Nitiwu en wode ato dwa kirem se no krepa tamu a MPP aban etehwo wani ya na ejina galamsey site ya wo to fom agudie no wase dodo na wo mu ya MPP fo na nyame ya adom a kire se Ghana fo ye kosie nani kwoto aba December bosone ne de toso ensom ewo 2024 emu no Ghana fo akire se dabi wosono dia wodabre na ye nwura mu nti ene papa we e ma kire se NDC aban na meto aso wo mo beto aso a ebusua ya anom yesi ade kwaye bretuo no ye NDC fo no wo mo so de a chamfa ne na asefo na gu akire se illegal mining wo guso wo ye na wa kirechem ne nti akoba ne sa enti na chese bra na MPP teso no na ye MPP mrante na wo mugu kwa ebreto no mu ana wo mu se no ensese yensu. I will not be able
to me journey every majority na ye MPP for. Some yes I am a hypocrite. Me journey every because na me name what was going on. Majority were our people. Not to say na NDC for and can. Military MPP lost election no na NDC votes who na forest. They bring all the forest reserves. It is that time to go and also do galamsey. And you call galamsey say, it's just the NDC boys and the executives. And they are all doing galamsey with impunity. Who say the NDC for the Galan? Oh, yeah, MPP, and I said, if you want to mean Kotugala, I won't do with you right now.
Na yera twaso kasafa water garden no watch say sajina yesie ne de wo fo abanso nemum emwa bambo mu nsem.
Water guard concept no any new concept bukaya best last year MPP for your trainee nipa best 400 say you use more kwa water guard the assessment who say you decide mrante na mabawo echo in sona no say kwa water guard duties now need to say forest guards umboku munyina the echo so galamsey side a lot of the illegal miners no more arms 80 na asema na yes true say you do without protection about how we na maybe say say water guard for no more to and answer more arms and answer more arms so more arms are the only two things will happen back we say umba ko give right and answer to me because who you are right.
Ania yekotie wono ye kane woswafo ya ne wo hwe bambo mu nsem wo my Ghana mu wasanso ye mrashe bedwani ya wogina hode ma adehia wo bimbila abato empesua so Dominic Nitiwu na no senior sese ne esi kwon ha adwene water guard ho nsensem dodo na ante ase na ye pese ye hunu se water guard fo ya ye ne wo mbefa ntetie mu se wo nko dive wo nsuo mu no sai pa na sitie yesi ye mu akode so mu nkogina nsuo na no mo ban ya na se di adwumedie pote no mbeye enti ye ni pani kwankyerefo ya wo kasa the Minerals Commission they let them din komo no wo kyere se water guard for no wo mo asede wo mo asodi ankasa eni
Woman Juma, woman whistle blowers in the community. Dear, woman no boy amanie na take action against those who are polluting water river bodies. Fa womu omoti ekronim onim insu ana onomono oya kwala no onomono sa insu onu ana ne ye polluting no and ya fa say wo insu a wonum a wonum community mu eno na nkrofo say no wadwuma ne sen woti ekrom ho no ohunu say nkrofo mu ye adwuma na adwo enyumiro ewieo wo na wonim na waboy amane e wo call centers my call centers no na soldier for the police for ya station woman they will come into arrest.
Enia yekoti epeni kwanchirafo ya woda nkitahodie anom ewo Minerals Commission de la Edem enti wani ana ente water guard na aseno anu ye ena wadi ama Ghana fo nyina
na Inspector General Police Yewura Christian Tete Yohuno onna woden sesefo frabe na enum wo baabi na posifo wo mu ne nsamkyerefo kora nkasa se bia wo fra no radio so asem bia ba da bi yase yede wo sha to so enti wo mu ntumi ne wamanfo ninkita ho na saa wo se no na IGP foforo waye free honom Dr. George Kufudampare na de bai na Yewura Christian Tete Yohuno ono nso abeyi free ho na bra na wo mo ye workshop Ediama public relation officers da Ghana Police Service ano ena wo katere wonum se omumu akontapa emfama Ghana fo asem wasi omanfo pa asem nchiremu na katasumu emu aso apolitifo de krata aba yakanya no atum yese yenkasa wasi efiri na de kro posi PR bia nsamkyerefo befrɛ no woni wo mu nkita ho afi wo manfo nso pass mu atia obia nkyerɛkyerɛ mu nkyerɛ wo manfo wo pese nhwehwɛmu kroje akontabu ofentem eba posi adwuma no.
Your significant role as public affairs officers in fostering positive interactions with the public becomes essential and directly impacts police effectiveness. It is on this premise that the current police administration, under my leadership, will reactivate and invite all regional police public affairs offices to interact and meet the evolving demands of our society and media partners. Over the years, the media has been a key stakeholder in crime fighting efforts and has influenced public perceptions of our work in numerous ways. Therefore, it is imperative that our engagement with the media be intentional, professional, and instructive, strictly aligned with police directives, particularly Service Instructions Number 7 SI 7, which provides clearly the guidelines for this engagement. As police public affairs officers, we are responsible for managing the relationship between the service and the media, always guided by the core values and ethical standards of the Ghana Police Service.
Na wasade to aposifo nanim se free na deko eniyama miensa ana aposifo mfanse wetrim asase omanfo nya aposifo mu gidie de atosumi no aposifo mfa ahunidie obuo mfa nya aduma afa aduma no a wo mo ye no nso wo mu nya nhwehwe animu wo mu mfa fentem ye mfa nya aduma said ye baya Ghana fo benya awresirimu sononko ewo Ghana Police Service.
My 3 pillars to you going forward include: 1. It is our responsibility to protect the confidentiality and integrity of sensitive information while balancing this duty with the need to remain as open and transparent as possible. 2. Ensure that your interactions with the media adhere to the highest standards of credibility, integrity, and impartiality. And finally, ensure consistency in our messaging across all regions and units. Given your vast experiences and competencies in fulfilling this duty, I have no doubt that you will remain resolute and responsive to the times. Commitment to the police service. This capacity training taking place over the next 3 days will equip you with the new administration's vision, enhance your skills, share experiences, and refine strategies to improve your effectiveness in fulfilling your roles.
We are a brand new IGP. Christian Tete Yohuno, Yenia Patricia Sefa Fisher.
Japan International Cooperation Agency Trinity from JICA womo ene omeyi engumesuaso ye no edi enkita ho se ne beya wo betimi enya ayonkofa sonko na Japan fo niema wo musua e wo mo adesua mu enhyehye mu no wo betimi edi bi abahase na Ghana yensuasua ntititru baby omdo mani e kire no eye achechefo entity bia ahodro meche teachers training colleges no na JICA de omo kanyina ne se wo ne o Ghana ayonkofa no Japan ene Ghana ayonkofa no enye service kasem no hontoto yenko an emum no wo ma ye krado se wo ma mamere ne ade nyina wo de bebewura Ghana yenwumasuamu na Ghana so edi bia kɔ wo mo eho se be ya afanu ni nyina obia ebenya no yonko eho emfaso eni senti kura no we ya wo mo ye wo mo hwese nka Japan food bi wo mbeba ha na wo mabetu wo ho asi wo no mo aye de broni be friend voluntary work na ebi na wo so etimidi wo mamamre ne ade abewura Ghana ye die mu na Ghana so yenya kwan akɔhɔ na ye so ye tu ye ho asi wo no akɔyɛ voluntary work ne bi na ye de amamre ne ade so akɔhɔ no mo na China aban anamusini ewo my Ghana mo His Excellency Hiroshi Yoshimoto ebro ne ensentwefo twetwe nkomo e na o cheche senior sanhyehe ya wo mo di ebe eye sonko efa.
We have a long-standing friendship relation between Japan and Ghana. Not only the perspective of economic, contributions, but also we like to share the Japanese way of thinking and mindset. Especially as a society, we have a tradition to work closely, voluntarily, and to develop a sense of responsibility. That is, because of the education, especially a primary school education. As you see the movie, children are learned through school activities. Entire activity in primary school. Not only the academic skill, but also some, duties and tasks, including talking to each other and sharing worries and concerns, and encourage them each other to have some, partnership through the education, especially making the most of Japanese system.
Japan abai anamusini ewo Ghana His Excellency Hiroshi Yoshimoto. Now we ye na country rep ya oda JICA Ghana ano era Momoko Suzuki onoso edro mosu ko kyerɛkyerɛ botaya etaisa ayonkofa ya wo mohwehwe echi.
We believe that human capital is integral for the economic development, this country's development. And for that, education system is, I think, the key. And then it's not only about academic performances like mathematics or English, but also you need to be able to think about the society, of the goodness of not only yourself, but for others, for the environment that you live in. So these kind of aspects, I think, is very important. And also soft skills, such as like teamwork, or leadership, communication skills is actually very important for employability. So for children to grow up and be able to pursue more opportunities, also understanding their position in the society, how they can contribute to the society, I think is very important.
Eni awoti ye country rep oda JICA Ghana ano era Momoko Suzuki. Now we na director of the Center for Asian Studies ano ewa University of Ghana, Professor Lloyd Amoa. Ono so di tudwa eno chemu se sa yonkofa die ebeboa pa esanse Japan wo mo fiti ase suku ho hyehye ne ade kwan yo mo fa so ye no wo mo ede beba na Ghana ye di bi awurawura yen curriculum no emu.
Ghana and Japan de yen yonkofano nyene ye certify yonko ache Japan what the one ma atutu ye sabi wo mano ne wo mufra se wo ku school a say what the one adwen ato ho say mufra wo be fa wo school num no wo be wie no aye nipa sabi wo man wo ehodo sabi eba da bia woti ene senia wo betina wi ase ni wo nipa be din kita ho wo hyeda kyerɛkyerɛ won na eno no na ye pese ye ni Japan fu ye nkita ho na afide sa ne manema na wo ye no ye be fa kwan bi so na ye school system no so ya hwɛ sabi ye be sua bibi efi ho.
Ene a oti yeyi eye opanyin kase a eba Asian Studies udimo akotini ye ewa University of Ghana Professor Lloyd Amwa no Abdullahi Dasmani ene bo ansemi ano ebae
Penny kwanchirafo ya wada Forestry Commission na no Dr. Hugh Brown and wadi ato dwa chese sia de wakoni ye shine mu odene galamsey kwan bia so ne tie bia no wase etimi etu asie nti wo monhyehyɛ ne se kwa ye breto be se enkro nyame ayadom ememu 70 etimi etwitwa age enipa ye gina so timi che wo mo eye eduoson baako ne ha adwe ne se China fo nsia edi mu akotene Penny de sansem wo nyina to dwabra na wone nsentwofo di nkomo sei ewo nkrapomponi mantema.
And as we speak, 7 out of these 9 forest reserves have now moved from red zones to what we call orange zones, meaning that we are able now to go in there and undertake our lawful duty whilst we monitor and carry out surveillance to ensure that if there's any recurrence, we would alert the necessary authorities, and if there's need for more military support, we'll do that. And over the past 3 weeks, in all, we've seized 55 excavators. We've arrested a total of 71 persons undertaking illegal mining in forest reserves. These have been handed over to the police, and these 71 include 6 Chinese nationals. We've seized 3 bulldozers and other equipment. In terms of breakdown, we started off in the Offin Shelter Belt and Jimra Forest Reserve and its extension, both in Carrier Forest District in Ashanti region.
Eni ayokoti Penny kwanchirafo ya wada Forestry Commission no ano Dr. Hugh Brown nsem no na watwa so akere Ghana for se commissioner ekrado se aso ya wo hwensa asene fom agudie ho nsem so wo bebo wachidom sane be galamsey yensa society na wom gusu a wo se no ye betimi age ejina ho.
In the Western region, we also have one of these red zones, being the Subri River Forest Reserve. As Forest Services Division, we're able to carry out operations, and 56 persons have been arrested and handed over to the police. There are still some portions of that reserve that are under red alert, and we have not been able to tackle it. But what I need for you to understand is that we are at war, and we are fighting organized crime. There's no better way to put this. It doesn't take a day. You would go in and flush them out. It is possible that a couple of days back they'll rebound, but this does not in any way belittle the efforts that have been made and the achievements chalked so far. And I want to assure Ghanaians that the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and this agency, the Forestry Commission, together with the Ministry of Defense and the military, we have their full support. We have a few bottlenecks here and there, logistical challenges here and there, but we are making headway, and we just think that we need to let the public know this.
Any kwanchirafo ya wada Forestry Commission no ano Dr. Hugh Brown na wemi obene wansem ene yokotie yi
na yabekọ ahomaso yane senior lecturer Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Dr. Kwesi Amate Boate na ayo manfo anim sam dada kanem rasebeteni anu ogina ma adese e wodome kwabenya maame Sara Adwo Asafo enyumre ya mpo na ye kan na krata sisi mami kansam wo kansam wo na ena no pe kura de wo ba OKFM ade ate bi adwumadi so wone Kwame Nkrumah tikase na nsamu a wo prugu ho e free school feeding de kata asese ne proye bia na ekoso water from above onu ankasa kura ne papa aduma yeah Imperial Express kwa fa so a ye kodwiri honum nyina gu ye ya to fence we tan wa ya fa anya hwe ya wo fam eduru ba bi kura woni kamafo wo hye ne ma no wo mu nkwa kura de san mu na we ye party a mwadi nkugu a mo de ho ntansa egbo nipa baako wo se da bi enya sa na tie de yentie maame Adwo Asafo kakra
Emna mi di leader no ye MP ba ko mi money din ono so ko similar situation mu ye dane nsam no saa ma obi ante ho asam da enso asem bi to Adwo Asafo no ye be tina bonten ane ya ne ya enti Ghana fue manja madwuma antu ho ena manhye da se me madwuma wo na babia na me bada no no da wo ne nkwakwa anta so wo ye ba tan a dan na wo beye wo kwa wo so ba ewu eda wo nsam wo ye mi anka wo beye den wo be di utiri no agya wo ba ne ho no wa ba be ya ba adwuma na abofra no nyame amoa na ofiri mu a enti mebusu ya mo me beyi o me beyi
na wase adeɛ baako koraa yɛ ne ya sɛ bɛdae yɛ ne sumina so tebia wo kɔ mu yi entinkuwa nya ase ya mewase a yɛsa abɔ no korono ya asɛm a kɛsɛsɛ partyfoɔ etumi hwɛ kurakura ma no ɛkata ne ti kama no we deɛ wɔwo a wobɛhu mpuata na kuromeni na akyerɛ no ɔno ane nkɔɔfoɔ de ne si apa so na yɛ ho no
Unsa kwami me di leader pen e wo parliament ye order paper ye te say wako program na ya tro program outline it yes schedule say ebia Monday ye be ye we Tuesday ye be ye we aya yetimi diso the controversy be no anya ade a my experience in parliament as a deputy leader, the first female deputy leader 11 in sensem wo ho nti dana ya schedule say ye beto aba no ya anto go and check the parliamentary stanza. Iti dana omuhu me ne sa dipa no na ye me na ma wo foforo iti ma ye kese me na me nim say ye to sa aba no iti dana omu schedule so o beto aba no me ado asafo na me ni ho because kwame me come and mpanyimfo bi ti ase say 11 emwa yen mpanyimfo amanu eni omu nim de ebro me de so
Yansa enyanka Dr. Kwesi Amacheboate tire yansa kanwa ene no bekasa.
Awusia wutie kase boy e wo Peace 104.3. Yeda ya ho ahomeso aba.
Peace FM. Bra, bush. So now me now that's what yim. Fallen.
Say, so what kind of move smoother? On them engine oil. It's a bogumo. Engine oil. On new valvoline.
Valvoline lubricant. And I'm used to valvoline. Chai, chese. Who use valvoline lubricant? No emission.
Valvoline oil. On my car, machinery, and equipment move smooth. No friction. No, you feed your engine when say who there. No wear and tear. Valvoline oil, Abataria. Obama wants him to walk with you. Double. Movement is smooth. The engine is a bit cherry. What on Valvoline oil? Baby, what on oil beer? I can do a brain main office. Then you gonna Telecom University opposite. Yep, and CBG Bank. Fred 030-225-7633. Now the authorized dealer. PSD Plus 020-128-9987. Valvoline, the original engine oil since 1866.
Happy delightful June. Swashilala, chichi soso. Afranapa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice. Against with toast, cereal, and even them cool. And we a bread and fifi. Most of free man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be happy to relax anyway. When you're let's say what a tremor. Happy delightful juice. Off and a berry, I bring you all day long. One fruit juice. I'm happy delighted. One different flavors, different size. You number 1 liter. Number from NG 150 and 250 ml.
A baby will healthy life shows on your supermarket.
Happy delightful juice. Loaded with taste.
Peace FM.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Yama yetiefo akwa abakase bonwase amansan chiame kwabenama for ana
gaganto lady ohene wa kese bo ahene ena afi
mame biama kwafo
Oson's chemist at the Oson's garlic capsules a boama immune system nya hode kutia nya wenti yade anka wonto from da MTN network ne so ede Ghana fana baby abeko bia MTN ewo ho or see we there for you everywhere you go. High Sense Ghana acquire compound name say open yama persis you fear no office here. You're turning na every High Sense Ghana. Everyday price for everyday people. Dolphin roofing system na boda so. Say what to brush we omo cable no anase omo di nua na guso awia. Fa ho asem nyina kwada dolphin titru pa sa wo ya ban duma yini ya betelen kakran oni beba ho so no na watu awie odan na siwo no wakwa akodem dolphin wo East Legon Trinity Theological Seminary opposite fra wonum wo 0543 661-716. Budget cash and carry brew jeans energy drink. Wahua de no a wuhia no a na wo hyem kinade ama wo. Obeye adwuma de mu usika bebre. Budget cash and carry brew jeans energy drink. Sawu pedudu etu a 0208-128-190. Raoul's Pharmaceuticals at the High Lady Virgin Mr. Bejaso. A year when the sepa a man when yamun fast was said. High Lady Virgin Mr. Sir Okwe feature wote yaw ebetu ase. Anasu a feature kwanokura maye ebetu ase beba kama. Afobon se wadimu why you besima 0248-707270 0248-707270 Pepsodent ewa ahoden sununku mu a se wodi bitwe osia no pa wanu mote kama nse utumi didi wanu mu aye kama once oni obia nso kasa nipa kro hu se wani ebie wodi Pepsodent na twose edu anwumre nso a wodi bitwose na ukoda first no ekurase enam se ni yentwi asenti yedidi anwumre yebedi difiti anopata ni yedi amunadua ni yedi pewa ni yedi dokno ni yeremomone edu anajo a ni akoda wabie wano no titiri ya ni ayebie hose no uba so na kura wano nyina wano ebi kura tumiri otetrema no akeka otetrema no so a esi akura mpodie yasi efie wura ubenwan se wano nsu eye no ono etwe sa wodi Pepsodent twi a sa ha nyina unhunu bi Pepsodent ana osidi ya hunhia eba no wache a around the world eba wakwemu Magdere was ajman to Torchlight we need Kojo Hansen enso ewo OKFM otai Mickey Darling echi ewo Peace FM hanso abusiafo ya damase ama mu monitor a Awurade asomdwe nka mu nyina eba no wache a mesan aba